In honor of Roy's deceased baby brother, who passed away many years ago, but today was his birthday, and so his family wanted to honor. So if we can just take a few seconds in remembrance of Rashawn. His name is Rashawn Liddell Johnson. Okay, thank you. So Roy purposely chose this day to launch to honor his brother. But also he purposely chose this day because it's the beginning of a brand new spanking year. 2020. No better time to go forward about Roy. So Roy, my name again is Tony Harris Taylor, for those of you who don't know me, and I am an international speaker. I'm an author. I'm soon to be a television host. And one of my proudest distinctions is to say I am Roy Johnson's personally hand-selected business coach. And when Roy came to me, he had an idea, he had a dream, and now we are moving full speed ahead. So I'm also a community builder with Network in Action. I see a lot of my NIA family here. Thank y'all for supporting. That's what this is all about. So thank you for showing up. So we're ready to introduce to the world Mr. Roy L. Johnson Jr., the business launcher, or better known as Thor. Love that brand. He's really put a lot of effort into his brand. And so why do we need a business launcher today? Well, I've looked up a few statistics, and I'm going to actually read them because I'm a little old and I can't remember them all. But according to Yahoo, 543,000 new businesses are started each month. Not year, month in America. Which means there's a lot of competition out there. And if they don't launch right, they're going to fall into the next statistics. 50% of businesses fail. You know why? They fail because they fail to launch correctly. They don't know who they are. They don't know what services and products they offer. They don't know how to properly price themselves. And worse off, they don't learn to market and sell themselves. And they're spending money in all the wrong places. Roy said, I can help solve that problem. And so Roy is ready to help budding entrepreneurs from napkin to completion. I love when he says that, or something like it. From idea, from here to here. From here to here. You can use that later, right? That's what he is looking forward to. Those who still work in corporate, but they know they have a burning passion inside of them. That's a good referral for Roy. Those who just got laid off of corporate because it's been a tough year. So those who know they don't want corporate to dictate their success anymore and they're ready to create their own success, that's a good referral for Roy. Those who have a hobby business and they know they should be making money at it, that's a good referral for Roy. And most importantly, those who know they have something great inside of them, just waiting to come out, but they don't know where to start, who to look to. They don't know anything about launching a business. Roy's business promise is that he's going to help a business launch in 8 weeks or less. It doesn't take forever. So Roy is going to help them to get it done. Who do you know? So I'm 1,000% confident that Roy is going to be successful. You know why? Because Roy is drastic. Roy is the epitome of what I teach my clients, how to get out of their comfort zone and get drastic. So let me tell you why I know that Roy is drastic. Number one, he is determined. When he came to me, he said, Tony, I've got this great idea. Can I do it? Absolutely, Roy. Are you sure? He asked me. I said, for sure. You got this. And let me tell you something. Roy showed up in a huge way. Now, there are. Roy is resourceful. You know why? Because Roy invested in himself to build his network so that he can refer his fellow community to his new business owners. We have a network right here online with Network in Action. We have SGA 366 where we're standing right now. Roy is resourceful. Roy is also accountable. When I was asked just the other day, who's my favorite client? Right? A coach asked me that. Who's your favorite client? I said Roy. Not that all y'all aren't my favorite, but Roy. Because Roy, let me tell you, Roy does what he says he's going to do when he says he's going to do it without fail. In fact, he made me a better coach because he's like, put me in, coach. I'm like, I'm not ready yet. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. He was accountable for every assignment. He got it done. And that means he's going to be an excellent coach because he's going to expect that same greatness from his clients. The S, Roy is strategic. The strategy from beginning to end, he's a visionary. He can see exactly the direction you need to go. He's also tenacious. Now, the first time somebody called me tenacious, I was offended because when I looked it up, it said they hold on like a pit bull. And I was like, I'm nobody's pit bull. But in business, you gotta be a pit bull. You gotta stay the course and hold on like nobody's business. And that's who Roy is, tenacity. I'm gonna start calling Roy T. Johnson. All right, the I is he's invested. He's invested time, money, and energy in his business. He's invested by getting certified as a life and a business coach. He's invested by putting in all the pieces that he needs to launch properly. Roy is invested. Let me tell you something else. When Roy asked to coach with me, he said, how much? I was like, yeah, that much. He said, I don't know if I can do that much. I said, Roy, if you want the best, you got to invest in the best. He said, I'll get back to you. I don't know where he found it, but he's like, I'm in, put me in, coach. And he figured it out. He's invested. And I told him, I said, the reason why this is so powerful is not just for you, but it's for your clients. Because when they tell you they don't have enough to invest in themselves, you'll be able to share with them your story and how you were able to do it. And then the C is committed. He's absolutely committed to this journey. He's committed to his clients. He's committed to his network who showed up for him today. Roy is ready to get it done. So without further delay, I want to introduce you to the business launcher. Do me a favor. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. And with all the gusto that you have, when I'm going to count down, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. When I say 1, 2, 3, you guys count down 3, 2, 1, launch. And we are going to, next voice you'll hear is Mr. Roy Johnson. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1.
Lord! If you need help launching your business, Roy Johnson is the coach for you. If you want to start a business doing what you love, he'll help you make that dream come true. So get help with the business.
Well, what do I?
Take your time.
Right. When you are passionate about something and you look back over where you come from, you can't help but to cry, and you can't help but to be grateful. This has been an 11-year journey for me. 11. When I decided to step out of corporate America and become an entrepreneur, not knowing what direction I was heading in, I just knew that the walls of corporate America were too small to hold my ideas. And so what I ended up doing, I ended up stepping out on faith, taking out my retirement and utilizing it as a means of survival so I can follow my dreams. Now, you may ask me, well, what was your dream? I didn't know. I did not know. But what I did know is corporate America was not for me. So, as I tell many people, you have to take that leap. You have to exercise that faith in order to get something that you never had before. And so I did just that. It wasn't something that I just talk about, but that's something I do. And so through this journey, I was in corporate America. I started out in education. That wasn't for me. Not to say the education part wasn't for me, but again, my ideas for the education sector wasn't customary. I had to go against the grain, and before you know it, it became stressful. So I got out of education, went to corporate America, worked with the state in management, and realized being in management wasn't nothing more than running an adult daycare. That's all it was. And it was either going to be me passing away, dying because of my blood pressure, or it was going to be that job. I said no. I took control, and that was where December of 2009, that was when I submitted my letter of resignation, said I wasn't coming back, took out my retirement, and started my own business. Again, I started a business, didn't know what I was doing. However, I learned. There were some hiccups along the way, but I learned. And so once I got from there, I started my business as a signing agent. Going great. And before you know it, I was closing out 4, 5, 6 deals a day. During 2020, this was when I had an aha moment. This was when I realized I had to pause. And I had to do some self-evaluation. Simply because I wasn't happy with where I was in life. I knew I had much more within me to offer to the world. I knew there was more in me that the world needed to hear. I knew I had more in me that I needed to share with those people who was waiting on me. That there were people waiting on me in order for them to move from stagnation to manifestation. Now, what if I didn't act on that? I come to realize my life is not about me, but those that are waiting for me to serve them.
Woo-hoo!
And so 2020 was the year that the business launcher was birthed. It came to me, like Tony had made mention in the introduction, when I realized that I wasn't fulfilled with where I was. I sat back, I unplugged, and I plugged in to God, looking and seeking for an answer to see what direction He wanted me to head in. Ironically, scrolling through Facebook one day, life coach. Resonate. That really resonated with me because I had several people to ask me, have you ever thought about going into counseling? I said, no, because you're so easy to talk to. You always listen and you always get good advice. I said, no. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that was my life's calling. And so when life calls you, pick up.
Yes.
When life calls you, pick up. And that's just what I did. I picked up, I began to invest in myself, and I did what I had to do. As a result, that's why I'm standing before you all today. So, 2020 wasn't, I guess you could say, a year that was wasted. But 2020 was a year for each of you to get positioned, to get positioned for your breakthrough. Now, many of you all have been praying. Many of you all have been looking and seeking for a breakthrough. 2020 was the year to do it. 2020 was the year for you to get unplugged and plugged in to God. Unplugged from all the secondary distractions of life. Because oftentimes many of us get distracted from all the secondary distractions in life. I'm going to use this analogy. We all know the game of football. And the mission is for the quarterback to get the ball down the field so they can score a touchdown. Well, however, you're standing right here with your hands up, but then here you have your teammate that's running down the field. And you think because you're close to the quarterback, it's going to throw you the football. No. However, he's going to throw the football to the one that's running down the field that's in position to score the touchdown. Where are you in the game of football? Where are you in the game of football? Are you standing next to the quarterback waiting for him to pass you the ball? Or are you running down the field getting in position to receive that blessing that God had for you? Evaluate yourself.
Great.
Evaluate. Yeah, what you may see may be ugly, but it's called accepting your good along with your flaws. That's where growth comes in. When you can identify those flaws for the greater good. Now, so position yourself. And you may wonder, how do I get into position? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. One, you have to be willing to do the work.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to do the work. So I'm gonna go back. I'm not sure how many of you all, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to get into all the details. But how many of you all are familiar with Naomi and Ruth?
Oh, well.
Naomi lived her life bitter. Ruth was the one who persevered and did what she had to do. And if it wasn't for Ruth nor Naomi wouldn't have received those blessings. So one, you have to be willing to do the work. So many of you, and I'm picking up my paper because I don't want to miss any of the details. Because something that I may miss may be something that some of you may need to hear.
That's right. That's right.
So the first point is very simple, but I think still someone needs to hear this. And that is, if you want to position yourself for a breakthrough and a blessing, then you have to do something. Both Naomi and Ruth were in the same position. They were broken, they were broke, and both of them were hungry, but only one of them decided to do something. And somebody needs to hear me today, because somebody has been playing Naomi far too long, and you still stuck on what happened last year,
Come on.
last month, last week, yesterday, 5 years ago. And because of that, you're still stuck. You've been depressed because you've been furloughed. You've been throwing pity parties singing the "Woe It's Me" song. You've been playing victim role as if you're the only one going through something. And you have been emotionally and mentally paralyzed because you have allowed your current situation to dictate your future. So the year 2020 was the year for you to unplug yourself from all the secondary distractions and get plugged into the Creator so you can recharge, identify your life purpose, so you can get into position, start receiving your blessings, and living out your dream, your vision, and your purpose.
Yeah.
But may I encourage you to have the same spirit that Ruth had, that says, I know I've been knocked down. I know I've had some setbacks. I know I've been broke and broken. I know I've been talked about. I've been purposed to make my voice heard and make a difference in the world. I don't have time to just sit up in the house feeling sorry for myself. I don't have time to feel depressed and mope around all day. I'm going to get up, dust myself off, and do something.
Yes.
Don't expect to get put in the game if you have not attended any of the practices all season.
All right.
So,
Right
if
there.
I just sat around feeling sorry for myself because I didn't have enough money to pay my bills, and yes, I'm about to be transparent right now because somebody needs to hear it.
Come on, speak. Come on, that's real. Come on. Speak the word.
If I just sat around feeling sorry for myself because I didn't have enough money to pay my bills, robbing Peter to pay Paul, or because lights got turned off, or my cell phone got disconnected, or because my vehicle got repossessed, I wouldn't be standing before you today as the business launcher. See, I'm not standing here before you today to make you feel good, but I stand before you today to shake your foundation. I'm here to stir up some gifts within you. I'm here to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable because many of you have been sitting so comfortable for so long to where you became comfortable with where you are and expecting you to grow. You cannot grow feeling uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. So I come today to make some of you all feel uncomfortable with where you are today. But I'm here to let you know, you made it through 2020, and so did I, and still here, which means you have been summoned to live out your purpose.
Yes.
So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So if you need help, ask for help. Not because you're weak, but because you want to remain strong. Be willing to invest in yourself. If you expect to get from point A to point B, yeah, it's going to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. It's going to stretch you. But when you're stretched, that's the best feeling when you see the end result. Because we have to go through some pressure. Just like a diamond have to go through pressure, so do we. So do we. But don't begin to run when it gets tough. Because this is where the pressure point where you grow to be strong. Next point, you have to have a good work ethic. A good work ethic. Many of us expect full-time benefits on part-time efforts.
All right now.
They aren't up to the standards. You are expecting full-time benefits given part-time efforts. It doesn't work like that. You have to throw yourself in 100%. Many people don't know what success looks like because they've never thrown themselves in or committed themselves to anything 100% for one reason or another. So what have you been waiting on? What's stopping you? What are you afraid of? If I did this, what's going to happen? But the question that you should be asking is, what's going to happen if I did not do it? What is the cost going to be if I did not do it? Ask yourself that. Many of you are afraid. Yeah, we always hear fear is false evidence appearing real. What about face everything and recover?
All right.
You can either face fear and run, or you can face fear and rise. Many of us go through life running scared. I'm going to use this story. A young boy every day rode the school bus. When he got off the school bus, there was always a pit bull waiting for him. So when he got off the bus, the young boy took off, and so did the pit bull. And so every day, this has become a habitual thing. So one day, the young boy stood up because he got tired of it. And so he started running. He saw a rock. He stopped, picked up that rock, turned towards the pit bull, and told him to get away from here. But little did you know, when the dog opened his mouth to bark, the little boy realized the dog did not have any teeth. So he put the rock down and told the dog to get away from here. So I use that analogy to say that many of us have been running, and don't know what you're running from.
Wow.
You've been saying that you are afraid, but don't know what you're afraid of.
Wow.
Face your fears head on. Otherwise, you're going to remain stagnated in the same place where you currently are, realizing that there is no growth. So, again, work ethic and face your fears. My last point is you have to have great character. Great character. When you are loyal and diligent and trustworthy and kind and have integrity and have good character, news would get around and people would start talking. And all of a sudden you've been invited to places you didn't even think you would be invited to. You start having opportunities you wasn't qualified for or you thought. People start giving you things you wasn't even expecting. And all of a sudden, you start wondering, where is all of this coming from? And it's coming from God used Boaz. Some of you are missing out on your Boaz because you're lacking these characteristics. Some of you have been standing next to your Boaz, but because your character did not qualify, you missed out on it. If your blessing was sitting right next to you, some of you all wouldn't even recognize it. If your gift was sitting right next to you, some of you wouldn't even recognize it. And even if an opportunity was knocking on the door, you wouldn't even recognize it. Because many people have this poor mentality, passing over opportunities repeatedly. It's time for a shift of the mind. A shift of the mind. So, in closing, I want each of you all to know that you all have a purpose for the greater good. A purpose that's bigger than yourself. A purpose that's waiting for you to attack it with passion and with intention. And so I want each of you all to just evaluate yourself. And I want you to meditate on this song as I play it.
I celebrate the opportunity daily to turn my valleys into my mountaintops.
So I choose to give the world my best possible and give it all I can to be embraceable to the world. I sing my song, embraceable to all. So I choose to give the world my best possible, to turn my valleys into my mountaintops. So I choose to give the world the best of me possible, the best of me.
No one can sing my song like me. No one can dance my dance like me. No one can speak with my rhythm, smile with my shine. No one can do me better than I can do me. So I choose to give the world the best me possible.
No one can sing my song like me. No one can dance my dance like me. No one can speak with my rhythm, smile with my shine. Oh, smile with my shine. No one can do me better than me. Oh, I stand tall and I'm proud to be spreading the joy that's deep inside of me. No one can sing my song like me. No one can dance my dance like me. No one can speak with my rhythm, smile with my shine. Oh, smile with my shine. No one can do me better than me. Oh, I stand tall and I'm proud to be shine. One smile in my shine. No one can do me better than me. Oh, stand tall and proudly spreading the joy that's deep inside of me. Spreading the joy that's deep inside of me.
So, I hope that song resonated with each of you all. And so, with that being said, 3, 2, 1, lunch. My name is Roy Johnson, aka the Business Luncher, and I endorse this message.
Yes. That was awesome. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. I love it, Roy. I'm so proud of you. He's an introvert, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. So, that's our running joke. So, we're going to hear from a few of our guests who are on the line. So, first one is, but let me start by saying this. So, for those of you who don't know me, I own a networking organization called Network in Action. I own Network in Action, and I'm always preaching one-to-ones. So I had an event in October, and part of that was speed networking. And Roy and Jamise ended up in the same room. And she's in one group, and he's in another, so their paths had never crossed. And now she's introducing him as her business brother. I'm like, how did that happen? It's the one-to-one. Absolutely. So I want to introduce you to Roy's business sister, Miss Jamise Spears.
I'm super proud of you. And I have a picture of me and my cup and your cup in my phone. Like Tony said, I planned the event in October, and Roy and I connected probably like shortly thereafter and spent 3 hours on Zoom together. And yeah, it was intense. And in those 3 hours, I own an event management company called Visionary Affairs. And I decided in 2020 to take a leap and go full-fledged into my business. And then COVID happens, and if you can't gather in 10 or more people, you're not having an event. So everything went virtual. And when I connected with Roy in November, I think, it was probably right before my birthday, and I had started goal planning for 2021. And one of my goals was possibly to get an office space. And we just threw that in a casual conversation, and ever so often he would like link stuff back to it, like in a very smooth kind of way. So I wasn't quite sure what was happening. And thanks to his encouragement, he's always in my corner, he's always fussing me to do stuff. He worked for me as an event assistant in November when I had a couple of event assistants fall out. He's great, guys. Like, super encouraging, always in your corner, and he tells you the things that you don't want to hear in the nicest way possible.
That's so true.
So you can't be mad at what he said. Yeah.
That's a great quality.
So thank you, Roy. I appreciate you. I love you. I am proud of you. Thank you for pushing me to get my office. I'm not worrying about the how. Roy tells me I need to walk through faith and go through the doors that are opening, and that's what I'm gonna do. Thank you, Roy.
Yay! Yes, Jamise is now in office. She's officing in this space with all of us. It's just amazing, right? Yes, that's wonderful. All right, our next speaker is Miss T. Bird. Same thing. T is in another group. Actually, she's in Humble with you. Y'all had a one-to-one. Next thing I know, she's on the program. I'm like, how'd that happen? The one-to-one. T, are you there? Yes.
So happy to be on program. Thank you for putting me on program. I promise I'm gonna act like Brown. I'm so excited for Roy as a business launcher. We had a one-to-one, and man, you'd have thought we were playing one-to-one. Loving basketball right there, me and Roy. We were scoring shots together, and Roy helped me to develop a plan for 2021 with my business. The insurance portion of my business, as people are dealing with COVID, many people are looking for new careers. And so I've never been one to want to deal with grown folk. Grown folk are set in their ways, and a lot of times grown folk don't want to do what's required in certain situations. And so being an independent insurance agent can be very tricky because it ain't coffee, all right? It ain't, we ain't selling donuts and tires. It's the real deal. And no diss to anybody who sells donuts and tires, coffee.
You safe here.
Like candles. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is you having to do what's required in order to serve people at a certain level. We talking Fed level when we talk about insurance agents. And I have people who will come in and thought it was just going to be a breeze because I'm always smiling and having a good time and got music and everything, and it's wonderful. But it's not like that. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of serious work. And so Roy, in his 8-week program, is marrying the insurance licensing process for my business. And so he is going to be basically onboarding these interested individuals into getting their insurance license.
Wait, I gotta pause.
Or want to beat us on the low but hate us, kind of, you know, she ain't nobody. If she can do what I'm doing and kind of hate,
Right.
and I welcome that because I love the face they make when they say, I ain't know it was like that. I didn't know I had to do that. What? What I gotta do? That's the question you should ask first. And see, the business launcher gonna help them get that question out quicker. Not 6 months after you done wasted my time and money trying to get you licensed and get you ready to make dough. You understand, 2021. I told Roy this afternoon when I was making sure we were good to go, I said, Roy, not only am I gonna be a rocket, but I'm also gonna be a boost. I'm gonna be both. And with Roy's business and his help, he's gonna help me to onboard all of my agents and reintroduce the dormant ones. I have 15 agents on the roster. 13 are dormant. They are leaving money on the table and they scraping for money. There's a disconnect. And Roy's Business Launcher 8-week program is going to reconnect people and change their income, and that whole face, all that face is going to be different. So I'm excited for what Roy has presented to my company and what we're going to be doing. So, wow.
I am so excited to hear that. He didn't want to tell me. I'm like, what's T gonna talk about? She gonna make an announcement. Okay. I love that. That is
Nationwide, 25 states, so, and counting. We don't add a state till we add a customer. You understand?
Yes.
Money means money, but that's how we do it over here.
I love it. Congratulations for your partnership. I love that. So So if y'all don't know by now, I'm a connector. That's what I do. And so my business is all about putting people together and saying, y'all need to play together and figuring out how to make it happen. And what just happened here is amazing. So here's another player, right? So we're standing in the office here. I get a phone call at 9 o'clock at night from somebody that I'm aware of. We've been trying to get together, but I'm like, 9 o'clock? You calling me? We don't know each other like that. And it was a particular difficult time, and a mutual friend said, you got to call Tony. And she started putting wheels in motion. God gave her a vision. The vision is coming to life with both of our networks combining forces. And I'm just super excited to introduce you all to Sonia Lowe of SGA 366 and Marietta Willis, who's on the screen. They are running a co-working space, but it's much more than that. It's an ecosystem for business owners to connect, network, support each other, use each other's businesses, refer one another. So it's an extension of what I'm doing at NIA. And I'm proud to say she is the producer of my new TV show, Drastic Results, with Tony Harris Taylor.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm gonna make sure I'm tall, not too tall. Hello, everyone. I'm Sonia Lowe, and I stand here before you along side by side with Marietta Willis, who is on the screen. She is CEO, and I am COO of SGA 366, which is Strategic Growth Alliance 366. And of course, you've heard a little bit about what we do, but today is all about Roy. It is all about Roy, the business launcher. And we are so ecstatic to have Roy be a part of SGA 366. And we're going to announce today him and his business partner, David, were our first affiliates to be a part of SGA 366.
Yeah.
And of course, it has blossomed from there. Marietta and I we love Roy. We love his heart. But there's something that I wanted to share. The word launch. Yes, I know that he wanted me to talk about SGA 366, but it's really all about him. And I want to make sure that today remains about him. His heart is always to be on something else. I'm going to turn it right back to him today. Launch. To start or set in motion. That means to launch means you have to actively do something. That is all that defines everything about Roy. He's active. He sets things in motion. And I love it because right here in our incubator, he sets things in motion every day. Marietta and I can say, you pass by his office, usually he's launching something at you. Ephesians 2:10, and I'm saying this because I know what he believes. You are God's masterpiece, Roy. Created so that you can do good things that he planned for you. And today is the day that you launch to do all the good things that God planned for you. Launch and launch big. You are all about the 3 Ds. Marietta and I want to say, you dare to dream. Guys, he dared to dream. That's why he stood here today. 2, you defined the dream. You didn't waste time. You made sure to define it and make it known. And we commend you and love you for it. And then the 3rd D, you defend the dream. You stand, you defend everything you believe in, and guys, if you've never had an argument with him, woo! He defends the dream, and you're passionate about it. And because of that, we want you to know how much we love you. Roy, you are the epitome of a business launcher. You love on others, you embrace on others to help them to launch into what their dream is. Your heart is all about others. And Marietta and I want you to know we love you. We thank you for being a part of this incubator. But more than that, we thank you for being a part of our life. and holding us accountable and speaking those hard things that we don't want to always hear, but we love you for it. It's a beautiful quality. God bless you today as you launch. And also, we know that your brother is smiling down today as he saw you step into your dream with him right by your side. We love you, Roy. God bless everyone.
All right. So is there anyone online that would like to congratulate or say anything to Roy? Come on back. Okay, Kimberly, my other introverted one.
Too funny. Hello, good evening, everyone. Roy, I just want you to know that I am so super duper califragilistic proud of you. We talked about this, months ago, almost a year ago, actually. And here you are now. So I know that this is going to be fantastic. I absolutely can't wait to see what you do with it and all the dreams that are birthed from this. And I absolutely believe that as you are birthing other people's dreams, that God is going to take you to places that you absolutely never even thought you could be. So congratulations. And I look forward to, connecting with you. Ever so often you'll call me and say, hey, what's going on? And we'll talk and get off the phone. But I just want you to know I'm super proud of you. And I am inspired by your tenacity to bring this thing to life.
Woo, thank you. Val, did I see your hand?
Congratulations, Roy. I'm so excited. When you said poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly, I was like, oh my gosh, we're a word person, and that just really spoke to me. I can't wait to use it. I will give you credit. That is amazing. And good luck. Blessings. I just can't wait to see what God does. So good luck to you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Val. Anyone else? Okay. Mia.
Congratulations. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't know if you can hear me.
We hear you.
Congratulations to you. And I just want to speak blessings and abundance. I'm so proud of you. This is a blessing. Thank you, Tony, for reminding me.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Anyone else? David. Yes, that's who I want. That's who I want to speak.
I don't think nobody in this room or online know this boy as much as I do. We've been here for each other for, matter of fact, we met December 31st, 11 years ago, and we've been together ever since. This is my business partner, my ride to die, and I'm so proud of this boy because I was there walking the walk with him. And so to see him to where he elevated himself and give God all the praise, I'm so proud of this boy today. And this man, I'll take that back. This man that I'm proud of, this is my ride or die, my right hand. I can say this is my soulmate. This is my boy right here. And you see Roy, you're going to see me, and you're going to see us. We got a lot more coming up.
Yes.
Roy, congratulations, man. I was so excited for you, man. I tried to log on last Sunday. But I'm very excited for you, man. I enjoyed everything that you said. I'm going to be using some of your stuff, but I'm a preacher, and we don't give people credit. But man, I'm so proud of you. You've been looking sharp lately. I wonder if I can borrow that pink looking suit. I already got.
Okay, Marvin, we heard you. I want to borrow the suit.
I want to borrow a suit?
No, where you said you wanted to borrow his suit, that's where the internet cut out. So finish your thought there.
Oh, that's okay. We don't have to go back to the suit. I just wanted to tell them congratulations for being such an inspiring young man and for helping us to just set goals and to move forward from where we are to get to where God wants us to be. And congratulations to you and your business partners. And listen to listen to people, man, who are going to tell you the right thing to do. And I think you already have that. Tony is number one. Continue to listen to Tony and listen to your partners and just continue holding on to God. Man, you're going to be great. You're going to be great.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else before we say goodnight?
Hey, how's it going, man? Congratulations again. Don't know me. I guess I'm the new guy in here, but working hard, of course, in the same formula that's been stated, from time to time, the work and the effort. Again, you do have a lot of good connections. Yes, again, I know Tony as well. So, again, I just want to say congratulations for taking what you did have and utilizing it. And again, showing that, the process, as we mentioned being in the right position to catch the ball, that it works. The hard work and the effort and everything works. I just wanted to say that. Congratulations. And it's nice to meet you, by the way.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thank you.
And Robin, thank you for coming. I've been missing you.
I have missed all of y'all, and today is my first time to really have an opportunity to jump back in the group after everything our family's gone through. And I chose this one because Roy has been a kind soul. I don't know him as well as a lot of you, but I did get to work with him a little bit at his other job before he did this week. And I'm thrilled for you, Roy, and I know that you're going to succeed because your heart shines through when somebody meets you, just briefly, it's very clear that you're authentic, that you're full of integrity, and that speech that you gave, that you said what it takes to succeed is very clear how you live. So I just had to be on here to celebrate you, so congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, Marietta.
Marietta.
There you go.
I wanted to say congratulations to Roy. Being one of our first in our incubator program, Roy has actually been very instrumental in helping us a lot since he's been here. He's not a shy person. He may be an introvert, but he's not a shy person. Most definitely not. He has his business he's been working very hard on. Love what you're doing, Roy. And just want to let everyone else know that we also have an Ivory Leading Edge program, which Roy is going to also help us implement. He's going to be a very instrumental in taking part in that program. Roy, I wanted to say congratulations again, and thank you for your support.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
All right.
Wonderful. So thank you all so much for giving us your Sunday evening. Roy, I know appreciates it. He's worked hard. Just watch him, y'all. And remember who's a good referral for him. He would appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much. Do you want to say anything else?
So I couldn't bring this to a close without thanking each and every last one of you all for taking time out of your Sunday evening. You could have been doing something else, spending time with your family, but you chose to be on Zoom or wherever you are to attend to see this much. And I truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank each and every last one of you all. Tony, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Oh, I gotta hug you.
We met networking, by the way.
I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for her. Besides the fact that it was God who placed us here, she definitely played an instrumental part with where I am today, and I want to give you your flowers while I can. So I appreciate it.
Awesome.
David, ride and die. I appreciate you. I know I've snapped at you several times, but I truly appreciate your love and support and always being there. When you talk about a best friend, this is truly a best friend, and I don't use that lightly. So thank you. My other friend, AP, y'all can't see him. Come here. This is Arthur Patton, also known as AP. He's also a dance coach for Houston Code Red. If I tell you, me and him been friends since third grade, and he's been supportive all along the way. And I want to thank you for being there. And at times, he'll just call 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. Getting out for work. Hey, what you doing? What you doing? But this is what you call a true friend. And I have your back any day. And to my SGA family, I truly appreciate you all for welcoming me, embracing me, and allowing me to take the journey with you all. Because guess what? If Houston didn't know who SGA 366 was then, they're definitely going to know who SGA 366 is after today. So I appreciate you all, and let's get ready to ride. Oh, and my mom, she wasn't able to attend because, again, she thought it was at 8 o'clock. However, she went to, her and my dad went to my deceased brother's graveyard to visit him, and so that's where she is. Hopefully she's attending on Facebook Live, but definitely my parents, I don't know how I could have gotten off of here and not have thanked them. They have definitely been an instrumental part with where I am, and have definitely been very, very supportive along the way. Every morning, and Sonia can vouch for this, every morning we walk in here with breakfast. If we tell her, oh, don't cook us nothing, but shut up, come over here and get something. But that is just where her heart is. And I truly appreciate that, and I'm going to appreciate that until the day the Lord calls either one of us home, because many of us don't have that, many of us don't have our parents, and so I want to be able to appreciate them while I still can, and I will share them with you. I love each and every last one of you all, and thank you. Good night.
If you need help launching your business, Roy Johnson is the coach for you. If you want to start a business doing what